Hola, welcome back, guys. Welcome to my channel. It is me, T, aka Teopatra, and you're watching TTV. So on today's reading, I'm going to talk to my divine masculines and my divine feminines. Specifically, today I'm here and do this one for the divine masculines. So my DMs, my divine masculines. Let me clear the energy. So, divine masculines. Let's see. Divine masculines. Give me a message for my divine masculines. Please give me a message for my divine masculines. Okay, divine masculines. Let's see. Please give me a message for my divine masculines. Okay. So, let's see. I'm going to use these cards first, actually. Because those don't want to pop out. Okay. All right, so for my divine masculines, I'm just going to cut this deck. Welcome back, DMs. Like, I have so much fun talking to you guys because, like, in a world full of toxic masculines, we just only have a few who will save us and lead us to salvation. So I'm very proud of you guys for your healing, your development, and the accountability that you take as you tap into your divine highest self and as you listen to the divine and allow your spirit guides to guide you. So, ancestors, divine, please protect us in this reading. Please allow me to channel properly as a guide for the divine masculines tonight in this reading. Please give me a message for the divine masculines. What do they need to know right now? Okay, so Mars. What? Mars return in Mars. So I feel like a lot of the divine masculines are officially growing up. Like, you guys are going after what you want, and you guys are taking actions that need to be taken because you see the flaws in the systems. You see the flaws in the way that how men have been getting a very bad reputation for so long. So you guys are really changing the narrative and attempting to heal that so that way we can continue to aid in more development of divine masculines. The divine masculines have been trapped trying to find their divine feminines due to the divine feminines being unhealed or being lost due to generational karma. Men, these men who pose as divine masculines just to manipulate women for emotional gain or to co-create with them just to leave them high and dry, leave the family. And that's not what a divine masculine does. The divine masculine is the leader. He's a head of household. He takes charge. But I see there's a lot of masculines who've been in their feminine era, who've been in their wannabe chaste era, and you're just tired of it because you have so much to offer. A lot of times, divine feminines don't trust you because it's almost as if you're too good to be true. And that has caused you probably to have mental conflict and wonder maybe if, good guys don't always win. And you're wondering, how hard it'll be for you to find your divine feminine. But you've always trusted in the divine. So you got the King of Pentacles. I see that you... let me pull some more cards. Let's see. But I see that you guys have been taking accountability for your healing. And maybe in the past, you could have just thought that having the more women was, a sign of status and made you look and feel better about yourself. But then you realized that there is more to life as you started to become more successful and you were realizing the type of people and women that you were attracting solely had to do with how you felt about yourself. So you started to So you begin to really reflect and heal and become closer with your guides and you're the divine. I see that you've been working with the divine a lot to give you guidance on what steps and actions you should take. I also see that you guys have been keeping a lot of things to yourself now because you're starting to realize that the people around you could actually be sabotaging you, and you could have been indulging in a little bit of self-sabotage just by disclosing certain information for people who were jealous of you or who wanted to take your spot or who wanted what you have tangibly. But you don't allow these things to get the best of you because you don't have a problem chasing. Before, I see that you felt like, well, you know that you're the prize, but maybe you could have been convinced that just because you were the prize that you didn't need to chase because women would flock to you. But none of these women were divine masculines that you were divine feminines that you were looking for. So you went back to the drawing board and started to change your approach about how you felt, about what you wanted to attract. I see you. Let me see, hold on. So Mars return. I feel like you've had a level up in the actions that you take. You don't just catcall women. You're learning to court them and to vet them. And I see that maybe now that you've changed the way you go about approaching women, the women that would have flocked to you before, they don't respect you as much because they don't respect themselves. These type of women, you realize that it requires too much for them to respect themselves. They're used to men who don't respect them, and you don't want to be categorized with that. So as you continue to become, as you begin to align with your divine masculinity and search for your divine feminine, you start to see that the dating life starts to slow down. But I see you finding this divine feminine in the least expected place. I see you finding your partner, your soulmate, your divine feminine in the way that they think, in the way that the ideas and the feelings and opinions that you've had are aligning with someone finally. Maybe you've been the black sheep in your family and your community, and that's why women could have been attracted to you, because you have different opinions and you are innovative and you're a provider. And sometimes, people think it's just a part of your quirk, but then they realize that the topics and philosophy that you have is way out of their league. And maybe there could have been a long time where you weren't able to talk to people about the things that you wanted to talk to because they weren't on your same frequency to even deep dive into their own feelings. You've always been a humble person. And that's why people love you, divine masculine. People love you because you are very humble, you're caring, and you're very helpful. But I see over the years, you start to not feel like you can share a lot of your philosophy with others because you start to realize that people, the collective or people around you in your community, only discuss what is the norm. No one around your community really likes to discuss things that are controversial, like politics or the government or spirituality or even leadership, because everyone is not a leader. So you're starting to realize that maybe it could have made you feel lonely, but you probably could have gone down a rabbit hole of history or philosophy or spirituality that made you really question a lot of things in your life. And the more you question those things, the more you have this ego death and divine awakening that brings you closer to your divine feminine, because you're shattering ideals that could have been a large part of the identity of your bloodline, your ancestors. But your ancestors and your spirit guides have been guiding you to really realize where they went wrong in regards to letting outsiders influence them. So your empress, your queen, your divine your divine feminine, she could have been hurt before by divine masculines. She could have had children with the promise of a family and to be left behind with her family. But I see this divine masculine, if she's, I mean, I keep saying that. I see this divine feminine, if she's not already a great mother or will be. I see her having a very ethereal energy, having a very, when you see her, her aura feels light. Her energy feels light. It feels pure. It feels feminine. It feels dainty. It makes you feel warm. It makes you feel safe. It makes you feel at home. And that's how you'll know who your partner, your soulmate, your divine feminine, your empress is. Because when you connect with this empress, it could be through mutual friends, through your community, through your neighborhood, maybe even through school. Or you could work at a school and maybe this is one of your students' parents. Or maybe you guys have the same class together. And you're a gentleman. You don't want to approach a divine feminine, an empress inappropriately. So you could have spent time, like if you're looking for ways to get to know this feminine more, ask her to study, ask her for a coffee shop date. I see that maybe your empress, she really likes beverages like coffee or tea. And you should offer her, maybe drinks, coffee. You guys could meet at a small shop during the daytime. And she'll respect you for that. Because I see that maybe this empress, she's used to men trying to get her out at night, like at a bar, get her lit. And she's not really with that. And I see you not really being either. Like, you guys could have that in common maybe, but to a certain extent where you'd rather, you feel comfortable going to a coffee shop with your laptop and just getting some work done. And you guys will really enjoy each other's presence through working together or studying together, learning together, educating yourself. I see you guys really doing a lot of activity together. I see you guys making beautiful works and projects, bouncing really, really great ideas off of each other. And I see you guys, whenever you're in each other's presence, you are really inspired. And you guys often end up talking about topics that you never get to talk about with other people. And not only that, but you might be afraid to discuss these things because sometimes people might gaslight you into thinking that you're weird or crazy, or you need to just not worry about those type of things. But this empress, she makes you deep delve into your psyche and your conscious. And really, she's helping you remember your past life, if you have any. And she's helping you remember your mission, your life, not your life path, but your destiny. And you start to begin to feel like meeting this empress is a part of your destiny. And as you continue to be more successful, because success is more of a masculine energy, because in order to be successful, you have to work to achieve something. And work is masculine. Feminine energy is receptive, where masculine energy is assertive. So I see this empress being more in her feminine power, the more you heal. And the more this empress levels up in her feminine power and you guys are able to lead towards co-creation, it allows you to unleash and unlock your superpowers, your intuition, your intuitive nature as a divine masculine. Let's see. Let me pull more. Yeah, you could end up having a baby with this. And I feel like your intentions are to probably marry. not probably, but your intentions are to marry. And this divine feminine makes you want to stand up and provide for a family and finally settle down. And you realize after maybe times of having your player ways that there's more to life than just being a player and just having the ladies and being a ladies man and being promiscuous, which I don't feel like with this energy that you ever were promiscuous, but you could have at a time entertained multiple women at once, which everyone should date in court, keep their options open. But you, divine masculine, you know exactly what you want. And I know in today's society that that's very unlikely, because a lot of times masculines out here, they're just looking for someone to help them feel better, ultimately because they need to heal and they have a lack of healing. But you, I don't see you needing any healing. I've seen you taking accountability of your mistakes and the things that have also been done to you, and you've healed those, which has led you to your divine feminine in the first place. And the people around you are very inspired by you and your energy and the ability that you have to continue to grow and to come into one with self knowledge. And you help people move on from things that are not befitting of them, the befitting of their highest self. And you help people realize, as a divine masculine, the ways that they're living in their toxic masculine or their toxic feminine, or how they're not as healed as they should be. I see that you are very connected with yourself. You could probably do a lot of grounding techniques, or maybe grounding techniques like yoga and breath work have led you to this awakening. And you could have had, you could have indulged in these type of spiritual activities, like spiritual exercises like breath work and pranayama and yoga and meditation, that have really changed your life. And the people, your boys, your friends around you, your family, they know you for have tapping into this type of these techniques that have really changed you for the better. Like, you've always been a great person, divine masculine, but I see you really grown, and the people around you are very proud of you. They're all very much inspired by you. I see also your divine feminine looks at you as someone who really understands other people. Like, you're very empathetic, you're very emotionally intelligent, and you know how to tap into intuition and how to connect with a woman that makes her feel safe and comfortable. You know how to connect to the body, the psyche, without touching and physically being physical. Your intelligence is what gives this divine feminine butterflies. Your knowledge, your self-awareness, your love for life, your everything about you just draws this divine feminine in. And this divine feminine, maybe you help other people, especially these feminines, feel more comfortable in their body by just being fluid. I see sometimes people wanting to be more outgoing, but they could be afraid of judgment, or they're just used to people gaslighting them, because maybe these divine feminines this divine feminine that you're attracting could, it's really take care of her mind and body and look really good, be very attractive. And she's had people try to take advantage of her or gaslight her because of her beauty, because of the way her body looks, or because of the way she likes to dress. And it makes her, it maybe could have, I don't see it may necessarily have made her insecure, but it causes her to put up a wall and a shell that makes her a little bit more timid at times. But she looks at you like you're one of the good guys. Like, oh, not he's the nice guy. She looks at you like you're one of the good guys. And her spirit guides have been guiding her towards you, because they're affirming her and assuring her that you are one of the divine, and you're one of God's chosen. You're chosen specifically from the divine. And she looks at you like you're a walking personification of the divine. This is making me emotional, because this is love. This is divine energy. She looks at you like you are God's gift to her. Whether you guys become romantic or whatever, I see you guys establishing this friendship first. And the way that you establish this friendship is by healing karma. And you heal karma by You are healing karma by realizing how to let go of things that are not for you. This divine feminine that you could meet could be really into astrology or life path, or maybe she comes from a background like Asian heritage. She could be mixed race, but could be partially Chinese or some type of heritage or religion that talks about feng shui or Chinese astrology or medical astrology or traditional Chinese medicine. And you have a lot of love for the earth. I see you being like a cyclist, or you're really into outside fitness, grounding. And the two of you are helping reduce global warming. You're helping reduce a lot of world problems by being together, by putting your two your two supernova energies. Sorry to say Casanova, not a Casanova. You guys are putting your two supernova energies together to create this new galaxy, this new species of divine and healed beings. And I'm getting again that divine masculine, you've been here before, and your divine feminine has been here before. And through this meeting of you two become philanthropists, and you create gardens metaphorically and literally and figuratively. But she is your garden, and you allow her to bloom. You allow this divine feminine to feel in her divine feminine energy like she can just be safe and allow you to take the lead. And all you want is a woman to allow you to take the lead. I see sometimes you've dealt with a lot of toxic feminines who believe that they're divine feminines, therefore feeling the need to control, and take the lead and not really let you lead. But because you have so much love, you just allow it. And then you realize that that's what wasn't working for you, because then the feminine decided that she could try to speak down on you. And you love yourself too much. You think too highly of yourself to ever let anyone talk down on you. You're always open and receptive to criticism and to growth. But these people, because of status and reputation and clout, just tried to undermine you after all the work that you've done, not just physically, but internally. You've done a lot more work internally than anybody that you've ever met or come across, or anybody that's probably within a 50 to 100 mile radius of you. But the more you heal, the more you will continue to awaken other divine masculines who've probably either been unhealed or haven't been able to tap into their divine energy. So I'm so proud of you, divine masculines. Let me know what you think in the comments, and please give this video a thumbs up so I can make more divine masculine readings. And I'll see you next time. Bye.